Chapter 2. From the streets of Kiev to the sands of the Middle East. Look around, the world is ablaze. Fires and conflicts burn brightly, casting long shadows over our collective future. From the blood-soaked streets of Kiev to the volatile sands of the Middle East,
conflict rages on.
These are not just distant lands, they are the epicenters of humanity's suffering and resilience as families will be torn apart, lives shattered by the ambitions of ruthless dictators, with all the hopes and dreams of our children turned into nightmares. Laughter turned to tears, and all of which is drowned out by the elites and their symphony of destruction. Ukraine, once a beacon of hope, is now a battleground.
Scarred by the horrors of war, the echoes of gunfire, the cries of the innocent reverberates through the streets, the stark reminder of the fragility of peace.
Then there is the Middle East, a region perpetually teetering on the edge of chaos.
Its deserts, once a symbol of timeless beauty, now serve as battlegrounds for an endless strife.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict,
an extremely untractable wound on the world's conscience, continues to fester.
Generations have grown up knowing only the conflicts, their lives defined by struggle that seems to have no end. Iran, with its nuclear ambitions, cast a large shadow over the region.
A constant source of fear and uncertainty, the specter of nuclear conflict looms large and threatens to engulf the entire region in its deadly embrace.
These conflicts are not isolated incidents. There are over 50 wars and conflicts currently happening on Earth today, and every one of them are interconnected by a web of lies, greed, and deceit spun by the elite,
with each one feeding off the other, spinning a web of violence and instability that spans globe.
They're symptoms of a deeper malaise, the sickness that infects the very heart of our globalized world.
This malaise is not just political, it is moral, ethical, and deeply human. The global elites are a sickness that infects the very heart of our world.
It is a disease that knows no boundaries, respects no borders, and spares no one. The elite, fueled by greed with an insatiable thirst for power and resources.
The quest for oil, minerals, and other valuable commodities drives nations to war, leaving devastation in their wake.
Who are these global elites? They're everywhere. The United Nations, the Bilderberg Group, the Catholic Church, its military order, the Jesuits, or the Society of Jesus. These groups are manipulating the forces, and they're operating behind the scenes, pulling the strings, playing humanity like we are pawns in their twisted games. The elite's greedy, unseen hands are manipulating the destinies of millions, with their motives being hidden from public view. Their United States, the United Nations, Russia, Israel, Iran, the Catholic Church, the Bilderberg Group. Or whatever name the elites use in your home, the message is the same all around the world, that the wars are for our freedom, about our right for democracy, about fighting terrorism for our sake. But our reality is far more disturbing. They are hiding in the shadows right now, planning
how they will consolidate power, planning how they will enrich the lives of the wealthy, and planning to advance the sinister Agenda 2030, the agenda that only serves the elite and their select few.
The true beneficiaries are often those far removed from the battlefield.
The cost to humanity in these coming conflicts will be staggering, a total measured not only by life's loss, but by futures destroyed, of dreams deferred, and the inhumane suffering of millions.
In 2024, homelessness is already a global pandemic. The elite's Agenda 2030 calls for millions of more people to be displaced from their homes. As the elite divide up their lands, the people are being forced to flee the only life they've ever known. They embark on perilous journeys, seeking safety and some semblance of normalcy. But often all they find is more hardship and more uncertainty. Millions of innocent lives lost. Now again. Look at your children. Go ahead. Look them in the eyes as they look back at you with hope and innocence. Now you choose which one you want to be sacrificed at the elite's altar of war. Each life lost is a story untold and potential unfulfilled, a light extinguished way too soon. For what? For the territorial ambitions of the global elitists, so the wealthy can gain more money, more power, more control over the rest of humanity. For some imaginary lines that the elite can draw on a map, so they can have the illusion of control over all the land's resources and all its people. Or is is it for the profits of the arms manufacturer's war machine that thrives on conflict, its power profits soaring as the world keeps burning? Or is it the geopolitical machines of the shadow elite? Those power brokers operating the shadows. Their actions shrouded in secrecy.